Hello, welcome to my channel. It's me, Mish, the Dorky Reader, and today's video is my July TBR video where I pick 10 books for me to choose from in the month of July. I'm really excited to do that. I have my trusty TBR jar, which still has quite a few prompts in it. I counted them out, and so I'm not gonna just refill it yet. There's still so many in here I haven't used. And then once it's emptied, I will fill all my old prompts back in there and we can start again. I mean, there are hundreds, like literally hundreds of prompts I've gone through. But anyway, my kids are all home and they're all willing to help. The last draw, per se, instead of doing like a pull from the jar, I'm thinking I'd like to try out my new spinner. I recently put all of my TBR on a single spinning wheel and it was obscene. Like the number was really crazy. So I would love to give that a spin and see what it lands on, because it's totally random and I think that's exciting. So I'm excited to see what it says. Did I say exciting like 5,000 times? Maybe, but that's okay. We're gonna do it. Okay, so for the first poll, I'm gonna go call Emma to come join me and she'll give us our first prompt. All right, Emma's here and
It's not gonna be me. It's gonna be my plushie.
Oh, I don't know if it'll be able to get in there, will it? Do you
It
think
did.
it can do it? Oh, it did? That's so cool.
You got this one.
Ooh, it's red. Let's see what it says. It says, a book with a name in the title. All right, thank you, Emma.
Okay.
Okay, so the first prompt is a book with a name in the title. So I'm gonna be right back with a bunch of cool books with names in the title. I think, I hope, maybe. We'll see. Okay, well, I'm back and I just found all these books with names in the title, and let me just say, some of these books are like exactly what I want to read. There's so many on this pile that I've been aching to get to, so it's going to be really hard for me to choose. So the first one on the list is Sabriel, and this is one that I had on my TBR in May and never got around to, featuring apparently like a cat demon creature, which is really exciting, and it's one I've had on my shelves for a very long time. The other book, this one I really want to get into. It's the second volume of the Unselected Journals of Emma M. Lyon. I read the first, I think, this month, and I loved it. I really, really loved it. So reading book 2 would be fantastic. Another one that I'm really excited to get to is The Last Contract of Isako. I've heard great things about this book. It's about an older or retired, is it an assassin or something along those lines? And she kind of takes on this person to mentor, and I'm not exactly sure all the things for it, but it's supposedly really good, with a really good, strong female lead. Another one I've been dying to get to is We Are Legion, We Are Bob. I really want to read this. It sounds hilarious. So this is a strong contender. Another contender, and this is going to be a little silly for me anyway. Maybe it's a little cheesy sounding, but From Lukov with Love. I've been in the mood for a slow burn romance for a really long time. And I believe, is this one a figure skating one? I think that's what it is. It's like a figure skating romance and it's really slow burn, and I don't know. I just want that right now. I don't know why. Don't ask. It's just what I'm in the mood for. So it's like the perfect book for me. The other one, there's just so many. Hio the Hellmaker. I've been wanting to read this all year and I keep passing it up, and I'm mad at myself for doing that because I feel like this is going to be such an excellent book. Then another one, Mickey 17, or Mickey 7. Mickey 17. This is such a misleading cover. Do you see this? It says Mickey 17 here and Mickey 7 here, and I believe the book is called Mickey 7, but the movie will be Mickey 17. So it's a little confusing that they did that, so I don't really like my edition. But anyway, I still really want to read it. The concept is really cool, and so it's like a sci-fi. And then I have A Man Called Ove by Frederick Bachman, and I recently read Anxious People, and I was just floored by his writing, his prose. He's just fantastic. So I have high hopes for this one as well. So, oh, and there's one more, but I guess I'm gonna just rule it out. It's Violet Thistlethwaite is not a villain anymore, and though this does sound cute and the cover is really cute, compared to the other books, I know this one's not gonna be it. So I'm gonna have to weed some of these out. And I think I'm gonna weed out The Last Contract of Isako for this prompt anyway. I'm also going to rule out Sabriel because I didn't pick it up in May. I probably won't pick it up this month as well. Oh man. I'm gonna also, of these, skip on a man called Ove. Oh god, that's hard to do. And I have 5 left. Yikes, yikes. Okay. I want to read all these. Can this just be my TBR and we can be done? Oh, I'm gonna do the Unselected Journals of Emma M. Lyon. I really like this book, and I'm not sure what else, like what other kind of prompts I can use for this one. I mean, I guess if I don't think of the prompts I have left, there's anything that's gonna say like a girl on the cover or whatever. So I'm just gonna have to put this one on now and hope for the best with the others. So, okay, first book, The Unselected Journals of Emma M. Lyon, Volume 2. Yay, I'm really excited. I'm really sad to put these ones back. Oh my gosh. Okay, next prompt, let me call Odin. All right, my son Odin is coming and he's gonna pull prompt number 2. Dun, dun, dun. And it says, a book dedicated to someone with a name you are familiar with. All right, that's cool. That's going to be fun to explore. All right, I found one. It took forever. There's a huge mess behind me. My cart shifted. I don't even know where anything is anymore. It's crazy. But anyway, I found one. It's dedicated to Sharon. Did it say anything other than just to Sharon? Oh, for Sharon, my is and always will be. And Sharon happens to be the name of my personal trainer who's helping me lose all this weight. So that's really great. Thank you, Sharon. And I'm going to be reading the Hexologists, which I've heard really great things about. This is supposedly kind of funny. It's like, are they married or not? I know it's a couple, and they kind of go around solving mysteries or crimes or something magically in a magical kind of quirky world. So this will be fun. I think this is going to be a good book, and it's by Josiah Bancroft. So yay, book 2 on my TBR is The Hexologists. Yay, all right, cool. This is going to be a good reading month. I have a good feeling. Okay, next I got to call Heidi. All right, BRB. Okay, so Heidi is busy for just a moment, so she'll be doing the next spin, and in the meantime, I'm going to pull one prompt 2. So here we go. It says, a book the same color as Odin's shirt. And I happen to know what shirt color he's wearing. He's wearing green today. So that is the prompt that I'm going to go for. So far, every prompt has been the same color. If you look at this, they're all the red ones. So I wonder what that's about. But anyway, so I need to get a green shirt, a green book for Odin's green shirt. And I'll be right back. All right, I'm back and I have a bunch of green books with me. The first of which is The Poison Song by Jen Williams. I passed this up a few times, even though I'm really excited to get to this 3rd book because I know it's kind of chunky and heavy, and it will take a lot of reading energy to get through this book in a month. However, I have been dying to finish this series. I'm really excited about it. Another good option for me, because apparently in July there's some kind of like Jane Austen July thing going on, is Pride and Premeditation, which is like a retelling of Pride and Prejudice but with murder. And so that also sounds exciting and like a good option. And then I feel like I'm part of the book community. I've been seeing other people choose books like this for their TBRs, so maybe that's a good choice. Another option is one of my Book of the Month books I got last month is Hopeless Necromantic, which sounds really funny, and I guess it's like a necromancer falling in love, I guess. I'm not sure. So some kind of romance, which could be a lot of fun. Another option I have here is The Green Rider. Again, it's another big chunky book, but I've been told by so many people that I would absolutely love this book and this series. This is an older book and an older copy, and it has a really good old book smell, so that's a really big bonus. Then I have Legends and Lattes, which is a cozy fantasy that's been around for a while, and I've been wanting to get into it to see if I'd like it. I am hit or miss with cozy fantasies. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. So I'm curious to see if this is one of those books. And I have Strange Pictures, which is supposedly like a horror book or a murder mystery book. I'm not exactly sure. And as you go through, there are like pictures in the beginning of each chapter, and there's something strange with them, or you're supposed to use them to help solve this mystery or this whatever. I'm not exactly sure, but it sounds like a really interesting concept, and it sounds like a lot of fun. So, but the one thing is with this sounds really good for like spooky season, like, you know, like late September, October, early November. That's like the perfect time to read a book like this. So I'm gonna put this one to the side. Another one I have here is one I've been wanting to read. It's really dense feeling, and it's Empire of Shadows, and this sounds really good. It's kind of got Indiana Jones meets The Mummy kind of romantic vibes, and I'm really looking forward to that because that sounds like a lot of fun, and so that's also an option. I'm not going to go through all these, but I might go through one more, and that is All Quiet on the Western Front, which is one of my other Book of the Month books that I've been wanting to read. I watched this movie, because it has a movie that was made, I think in the 30s, a long time ago as a child, or not a child, well, yeah, I was a kid. And I remember being really moved by it, and it was really like a powerful film. So I imagine that the book it's based off is also very powerful. It's a very short book, which really helps me kind of like, once it pushes me in that direction, like, hey, you should read this. It's a classic. So that's an option. And I'm looking at all these. I'm going to narrow it down, I think, to one of these three. I don't know which one to choose, though. Am I gonna have the energy to push through this book? Because I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put The Poison Song as my chonky book for the month of July, because I gotta have at least one chunk in there, and I think it's time to put The Poison Song and finish this trilogy, because I have another Jen Williams book. Actually, I have two Jen Williams books on my shelf from different series, and I haven't picked those up, or I won't even consider them, because I want to finish this one first. I will say I love her writing. I really, really, really recommend this series. It's really good. Okay, so The Poison Song by Jen Williams, book 3. And let's see if Heidi is ready to pull a prompt or not. So Heidi's here, and she's good. Wah! Where did you? It went right back to the jar. The yellow one. Okay. It says, come back here, you. It says a book the same color as Heidi's shirt. What color shirt are you wearing? Yellow. A yellow book. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I couldn't find too many yellow books that I was in the mood for, but I managed to find 3 that were options. I feel like we just did colors because of the Pride Month in June, and so I feel like all my color choices have been done. So I'm hoping the next prompt isn't a color choice. I have Chain Gang All Stars, which might be a little too close to home for comfort this year. This year's been nuts, and I don't know if I can handle it, but maybe. Then I have 2 romanticities. One is The Trial of the Sun Queen by Nisha J. Tully. This could be good, it could be bad. I'm a little iffy, but if I put it on my TBR, read it, I can, like I always say, read it and decide to weed it out, which would give me more space on my shelf, which is a good thing. The other one I have is This Woven Kingdom, which is, I think, a romantasy featuring Jin, and she's got magic powers that she's keeping hidden. It's kind of, not very original in its tropes, but sometimes that's what you want when you're looking for a book. So this could be a good option. Both are starting new series, and this one is like a standalone. So, but I think I'm gonna pass on it. I really don't know if I can handle too much of reality right now. We're gonna go with, I feel like I've had this on my, this was a gift, I believe, one Christmas for my kids. So I'm gonna go with The Trial of the Sun Queen by Nisha J. Tully. I always need to add at least one book that I'm iffy on, and then that will help me kind of weed through my TBR better. All right, excellent. So that's the first 4 down. Now we need to ask Emma again for a good pull. All right, Emma's here.
Wants to come in again.
And she's gonna use her unicorn to help pull a prompt. She got something up there. Is it that one? Thanks, unicorn. This one says, a book a friend on Goodreads has read. So I know exactly what I'm gonna pick because my friend Jessica reads a lot on Goodreads and she read something recently and really liked it, so I'm gonna give that one a go. It is a chunk though, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, I'm gonna choose a book that Jessica read recently. She's my best girl ever in the whole wide world. I love her. So anyway, Jessica has read Anathema by Carrie Lake, and she really liked it. And I think she even read the second one, or she's excited about the second one or something. But anyway, she says it's really good. So I'm gonna go with Anathema, a dark romantic fantasy tale, and I'm really excited about it. It is. Look at the size of this thing though. That's a lot. How many pages? Ooh, is that gonna be 700? Almost 700 pages. It's a big old beast. All right, next prompt. Let me get my son. And Odin's here. He's gonna pull the next prompt for book number 6.
A book published this year.
Oh, a new book. Awesome, thanks. Cool. A new book, a book published this year. All right, I will be back with some options. All right, I'm back. I have a bunch of books that are newish here that are really exciting. So one is called The Rain Shadow Orphans. I've heard this has a lot of like Ghibli vibes. It's kind of like a fun fantasy with kind of cutesy vibes. I'm not sure. It could be wrong, but that's what people say. And look at the sprayed edge here. You have to, without my eyeballs in the way. I hope you can see it. It's like a cat. It's so cute. Okay, the next one I have, another new one with beautiful sprayed edges, is The Sun and the Star Maker. And I believe this is a fairy tale retelling, sort of, maybe, like Beauty and the Beast. And I absolutely love the sprayed edges on this one as well. Cover my eyes, hopefully you can see them. And then I have The Last Contract of Isako, which just came out, and I really want to read this as well. I think this one's going to feel a little more sci-fi-ish, or I think so, because it feels futuristic, but I could be wrong, maybe not. Then I want to make sure this is from 2026. I think it is. Let me see here. Yes, okay. Agnes Albert's Mystical Cat Shelter, which sounds really adorable and features lots of cats in a magical cat shelter. And I believe it's a Grumpy Sunshine pairing, which sounds really cute for the romance. And then the last one I have is The Poet Empress, which, copyright 2025. So this one can't be the one. Bummer. Okay, well that narrows it down for me. Now I have 4 to pick from instead of 5. I probably could find more, but I'm just gonna stick with these. And I'm gonna rule out the Rain Shadow Orphans for now, because it's kind of thick feeling, and I'm not sure if I'm in the mood for that right now. If I went on size, it would be the Mystical Cat Shelter. So that is an option for me. This one is one I'm really wanting to read, but it does feel big and chunky, and I've got 2 big chunkies on there. And then this is, how many pages compared to that one? I think it's less. You know what? I think of these books, I'm going to read, you know what? I'm going to go based on size, and I'm going to do Agnes Albert's Mystical Cat Shelter. I feel like I have some really big books on my list right now, and these ones are all well over 450 pages, and this one is not. So I think we're gonna stick with Agnes Albert's Mystical Cat Shelter, which also looks good. Of course, I'm sure by the end of this TBR video, I'll have another chunk on there, but since I am excited to read this, it's not a disappointment. I think this will be a lot of fun. I've heard that each cat has a personality and they don't skimp out on like making the cats part of the story, so that's for me. Okay, awesome. Next is, let's see here, I've had Emma and Odin come back. I should have Heidi come back. I will. BRB. All right, here comes Heidi. She's going to fling a paper at my face. And the prompt is a book Odin picks for me. Oh, he's gonna love that. Can you tell Odin to come this way?
I'm sure you do.
All right, Odin. I usually do about 10. But Odin, you get to pick a book for me. Any book that you wish. So I'm gonna pause this because it might take you a minute and you can pick a book. Ah, there we go. Got it to work. All right, so Odin has chosen for me a book he's really interested in reading, and he's hoping that if I read it, I find that it's okay for him to read. This book is called Kill the Farm Boy, and it's a comedy fantasy, which is like my favorite combination of genres. So I'm really looking forward to this book. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun to read. Hopefully it's good. So that is book number 7. All right. Next on my thing, I could have Odin, since he's right here, pull this prompt first. I think that would work out. All right, Odin picks a prompt.
I'm trying to get the specific one right there.
Oh, Emma, you wild turkey.
Heidi's choice on cart.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna put my carts back together since they're kind of, the books are all over the floor, and then she can come pick a book for me. There we go. Heidi gets to pick any book off of my carts that she wants to. She will present it to me, and then I will show it to you. All right, Heidi has chosen for me a chunk of a book because she loves to torment me so. However, I do feel like this is gonna be an excellent book. I just have no idea how I'm gonna fit this in on the TBR, but we're gonna try The Raven Scholar, of course, by Antonia Hodgson. I did end up getting this one used online for way cheaper, and I know it's like one of those, is it Illumicrate? It's like an Illumicrate edition, so that's really nice, and it has a signature, which makes it really fancy, so it's gonna be a lot of fun to read. I've heard great things about this. A very magical fantasy world with some kind of like political intrigue and murder mystery involved. And I believe the magic that's involved in this world is like animal based, which will be really cool. So I'm excited to read from it. So that gives me 8 books so far. I have 2 more to go. I need to get Emma to pull another prompt. And then, oh, here she is. And we can just do that right now. And I think for the last one I was going to do my spinner, but I might have... No, I think that's right. I'm still going to do the spinner. All right, Emma.
Okay, let me get her.
Okay.
She wants to do it one more time.
Okay, one more. But then I would like you to pick... Oh, you want the unicorn to pick. I thought you were going to throw it at me one more time. Emma. Okay, so Emma picks this one. It says... What does it say? A book with a red cover. I feel like I just did this, didn't I? Well, if not, I'll do it now. All right, I'm back. I have a bunch of red books because red is a very prominent book color. I have Red City by Marie Lu, and I really loved her book Legend, which I have on my cart for a reread option at some point because I never finished that series because I've only read the first one, but it was really, really well done. So I'm looking forward to Red City. That is a top contender. The next I have is The Dagger and the Flame. I believe there's 2 books out. I don't know if there will be 3 or not, but this is a romantasy involving some kind of thieves, which is exciting. I have The Nightblood Prince, which is like some kind of, I want to say vampire-esque, love triangle-esque, Asian inspired fantasy, and I am looking forward to it. I also think the cover is really, really pretty. Then I have Stephen King's The Long Walk, which is a dystopian. I have Murder on the Orient Express, which is a mystery, a classic mystery, and might be a really good book for me to dip my toes into Agatha Christie because it's short and it seems somewhat easy to read, so that is a good option. Then I have A Stage Set for Villains, which is a romantasy which has theater elements involved in the story, which is really exciting. I used to love being in theater as a kid. It was a really big part of my experience growing up, so that is that. So of these books, I'm looking at my list. The Raven Scholar is not a romantasy, it's just a straight up fantasy. To Kill the Farm Boy is a comedy fantasy. Mystical Cat Shelter is a cozy fantasy. I do have Anathema, a dark fantasy, and Trial of the Sun Queen, which is a romantasy. Then I had The Poison Song, another straight up fantasy mixologist, same, and there's Emma. So I have romance. I am not overwhelmed with, because I love romance, but there is romance in my thing, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to add one of these two to my TBR, because I have what I need if I'm craving romance. So I have Murder on the Orient Express or Stephen King's The Long Walk. Which one should I do? Agatha Christie versus Stephen King. Oh my gosh. You know, I'm gonna go with my girly, because I feel like I want to try this out. It does seem reasonably accessible for me, and then I can kind of see if I'm into it or not. So yay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need 10. I think I'm gonna do 11 because it's way more fun that way for me. All right, so let's spin it around and see what I get here. Oh, Emma's gonna like this. Emma's choice on the cart. So there's that. Hopefully this blocks my eyeballs and you can see what it says so that I'm not cheating. Okay, this is like, it's not working that way. Okay, Emma's choice on the cart. We'll be right back. Emma's here. She's gonna choose anything on my cart and then she's gonna give it to me and I will present it to you.
Hello.
All right, so Emma has chosen for me The Sun and the Star Maker. No surprise, because look how beautiful the cover is with all these pretty sprayed edges. And oh, her unicorn's out. All right, well, I'll see you later, Emma. Okay?
Bye-bye. Don't edit that out.
Don't edit that out, she says. Okay, well. Anyway, I'm excited. This is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, I think. And I love fairy tale retellings, and I'm always in the mood for romance. And I'm always excited to pick up a pretty book. There's something about reading a pretty book in public or at home where you just feel like, look at me, my shiny new book. It's so fun. So that. All right, so I'm ready to do my spinner. I have decided in advance that if it's like a 1,200-page book, or something like The Stand or The Way of Kings, I'm just gonna veto that and we're gonna spin again. We already have 10 books on the list. I kind of decided to put 11 on like a crazy person, so we're just gonna see what pops up. If it's too long, I'm gonna spin it again. I can't have one of those. I can have like anything like 400 and below. I think that's a good page count for an added book, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So I'm gonna show you my spinner, which I made, and it looks kind of like a galaxy. It's really pretty, and I'm going to spin it and we'll see. So here's for book 11. Wish me luck. Ding. Silver Cloak. Oh, that's exciting. That's like a newer-ish book. So let me pull that up and bring it out here. All right, so I'm back and I have Silver Cloak with me. I believe in this book there's a girl whose life is turned upside down as her parents are murdered by this group of people called, I think, the Blood Moons or something along those lines. She goes undercover and kind of attends this academy to become one of them. Then it's revealed that she's like there for nefarious reasons, and instead of casting her out, they kind of give her this opportunity to take down some corrupt stuff from the inside. So it sounds interesting. I know there's also quite a bit of romance tossed in, and that'll be fun too. My stack is full of romantic books this month and I'm really looking forward to it. I think I'm in the mood for romance. So I didn't get a non-fantasy romance, but there's plenty of romance in my fantasy book stacks that I think I'll be satiated. Okay, so this is by L.K. Stephen, Silver Cloak. Yay, that's book 11. Let me make a little stack here of all the books I'll be reading and go over what their prompts were real quick one more time. Okay, so I have my book stack for the month of July. It's really big. I love saying that. Look at this thing. I can't even put it all in the frame unless I'm like way back here. There you go. Anyway, these are the books I have for July. Please don't fall. The first is, it was a book with a name in the title, and that is The Unselected Journals of Emma and Lion, Volume 2. I'm really glad I put this on my list because I would be so sad if I couldn't read this month. Okay, then I have The Hexologist by Josiah Bancroft, and this book is for the prompt, a book with a dedication to someone with a name that you are familiar with, and I believe it was to Sharon, my personal trainer. And then I have Murder on the Orient Express, which is a red book, and I believe that was one of the prompts. Then I have The Poison Song, and it was for a book the same color as my son's shirt, which was green. Then I have The Trial of the Sun Queen, which is a book the same color of Heidi's shirt, which was yellow. Then I have a book that a friend of mine on Goodreads has read, and she has read Anathema, and that is marked on Goodreads, I believe. So there's that, by Carrie Lake. I feel like I've been skipping some of the author names. I'm sorry. Then I have a book Odin chooses for me, and he chose Kill the Farm Boy by Delilah S. Dawson and Kevin Hearn. Gosh, what was the prompt for this one? Agnes Aubert's Mystical Shelter. It was something, I forgot. Oh, I know. A book published this year. That's right, Agnes Aubert's Mystical Cat Shelter. Then I have a book Heidi picks from my cart, and that is The Raven Scholar by Antonia Hodgson. Then I have a book Emma picks from my cart. Boy, my kids were really featured in today's video. And she chose The Sun and the Star Maker by Rachel Griffin. And then the last one, my Wheel of Infinite Books, my TBR spin, The Silver Cloak by L.K. Stephen. And so that is going to be my month of July. Wish me luck. There are some really big chunks in there, so chances are my books won't exceed 4 for the month of... I don't think I could read more than 4 of these. Well, actually, if I read these 3 small ones, then one of the normal sized ones, that's 4, I might squeeze one big one into. So I'm going to shoot for 5. We'll see what happens. Or I'll get suckered into some really big chunky books and only read 2. Ooh, so we'll see. All right, you have a great month of July. Enjoy the hot summer weather. Go swimming, do something fun. I don't know. And I'll see you in the next one.